What a pleasure to have you, the Chief Development Officer of the Federation.
Thanks,
I'm
Barbara.
so pleased to have you here.
Thank you very much. I'm
Listen,
pleased
we
to be
were
here.
listening to the other aspects of the program. We heard some of the people that are working here and contributing their time, their effort, and why they do it. And I'm curious, you came from APAC, which is a very, very different kind of philanthropy. What made you choose to come from APAC to Federation? Was it just a general like, or the fact that you like the way they work, or
Sure.
their focus?
So Federation and APAC are in two completely different businesses.
Yes.
And what was exciting about Federation was the opportunity about this particular community and Federation as a whole. So as you know, Barbara, this community is growing exponentially. A lot of young families are moving to town. We're looking at a population doubling in the Jewish community in the next 10 years. And a lot of people that live in this area have been seasonal folks, and now a lot of people are staying year-round. And so what was exciting to me was being able to build up the Jewish community as a whole to meet the needs of the community. So whether it's helping seniors, age at home in dignity, or to help young families build Jewish community. I have a young family, and we're very much excited to be part of the Jewish community here and involved with the Jewish Community Center and having our kids involved in the educational programs that take place around town and really have an opportunity to build community. And we see this Federation as the City Hall of the Jewish people. And,
I like that.
And we love it, and it's just an exciting time to be here. And it's an exciting organization with new leadership and incredible lay leadership, and together we're partnering for just a tremendous, decades ahead.
Yeah, it's wonderful. We're shooting here now in a part of the JCC, and today's a special day because it's Giving Tuesday. People want to give something, make the world a better place. Why do you think that the Federation would be called the City Hall? I like the idea that you use that term. It's because it's really, a City Hall embraces everybody in a community.
Right. Federation is unique, and it's one of our challenges, and because it's one of our challenges, it's one of our opportunities. We are everything to the Jewish community. And so we want to be people's philanthropic advisors. We want people to come to us and say, I want to give, can you please help me? How can I give to certain areas? Or I have needs, or my family has needs, and there are services that the Jewish community can help me and my family, whether it's someone that has a family with special needs kids, or someone that would like their children who may be autistic to go and get a Jewish education at a Hebrew school. There's a lot of challenges with that. And so we want to be the one-stop shop for the Jewish people in the Palm Beaches. And actually, not even just the Jewish people. Federation helps a lot of people that aren't Jewish throughout the community, like our literacy program. We have over 400 volunteers that read to students throughout the community and help read. I mean, it's an incredible opportunity.
So you think that there's a lot of future here for the Federation?
Absolutely. I think this is. We joke internally that this Federation is almost like a 50-year startup organization. It's 50 years old, but we're brand new. It's a new day here at Federation in the Palm Beaches. There's new leadership, there's new lay leaders involved, and there's some stalwarts in the community like yourself and your family who are really bringing us all together to build one tremendous community for the future.
The Federation does something interesting. It does a research program on the challenges of all the communities, whether there be a lot of aged people living here, a lot of young people with children, and et cetera, et cetera. And they make choices of the kind of services to offer.
Right.
And we have a tremendous complex of services here.
Yeah.
We have the Moss Geriatric Center, the Commission for Jewish Education, the Jewish Community Center, et cetera, et cetera. I think that takes somebody very special and very, what's the word I want to look for? Concerned about where this future community is going to go.
Right.
If it doesn't do that, I mean, how can you really prepare?
Right, absolutely. We partner with tremendous agencies and synagogues around the entire county, and our partners are amazing. Whether it's the organizations that you just mentioned or JF&CS, and we partner together to bring those services. So one of the things that Federation is doing this year, different from other years, is focusing on the causes and the needs of the community, and not necessarily the agencies by name, because we believe that the people that sit around and make really tough decisions, our lay leadership and our professional staff together to say which organizations, which agencies are developing these programs and how can they use our resources that we're able to raise for them. You know, we're the single largest contributor to each one of the agencies in the county. And there's specific grants that we can give in addition to the allocations process that we do. But we have a checks and balances system, and we know through our annual campaign that we're able to help meet the needs of the community.
Yeah, we also work worldwide as well.
Correct.
We have a partner with the Joint Distribution Committee
Yep.
and the Jewish Agency for Israel, and we help with all the problems and concerns that exist there as well.
Yeah, I mean, in addition to the daily needs in Israel and our 70 partners around the world.
Yeah.
Through the annual campaign, I'll give you an example. You just mentioned the Jewish Agency. Mm-hmm. The fires that are taking place right now in Israel.
It's terrible in Haifa.
Correct, and it's the terrorists that are creating those fires kind of gave us the opportunity to say, well, we have a terrorist fund through the Jewish Agency, and we're going to distribute money to these families who are now homeless. And there's $500,000 has been allocated to this point already through our partners. So through the money raised by this federation and other federations around the country, we're able to make those allocations to our partners, and they're able to distribute those funds directly to people in need in Israel.
Yeah. They also often wonder if there is a future. In other words, when I talked to you originally, just in the beginning of this conversation, we talked about the future of the Federation. Mm-hmm. And the needs change. And you said something interesting. We used to work one way when the community was different, but now that everybody seems to feel that they want a hands-on feeling about where their money goes and how they spend their money, how do we do that for our Federation, or is there a future for the Federation in that regard?
Sure. We're going to take a balanced approach. So the annual campaign is the lifeblood of the Jewish Federation. So it's the collective giving, it's the power of the collective. As I mentioned earlier, there's a group we have different committees that get together to meet and say, what are the needs of the community? They look at it on an annual basis, or what are the ongoing needs of the community, and they help us decide as a community where we're going to be allocating those funds. But on top of that, we have the ability to help. I mentioned earlier, we want to be people's philanthropic advisors. We have the ability to help people give directly to organizations and to agencies that are on our allocations tables through the Federation. So on top of the dollars that we allocate through the process, someone who has a passion for Israel or a passion for children, they'll be able to give directed dollars through that. But we want to make sure that people contribute to the annual campaign first, and then on top of their annual campaign gift, help them give directed dollars. And we're also able to do that through our Jewish Community Foundation. One of the trends in giving today is something called donor-advised funds. They're almost like mini foundations. And what it does is it allows people to make a donation to their own donor-advised fund and then allocate themselves to different organizations and agencies through their own little foundation that's housed with our Jewish Community Foundation.
Listen, you've done a remarkable job. I mean, you're brand new here, and the community, the bottom line of the community has really developed, much more so than it has in the past. What do you think you did that increased the opportunity for people to give more money?
Well, I would say it starts with the leadership up top. So our chairman of the board, Ray Golden, and the board of directors, our CEO, Michael Hoffman, we've made it exciting again. The goal is to make Federation exciting again.
Exciting, yeah.
Right, and people they want to be involved with something that's exciting, that's doing good, and that's a winner. And so what we've tried to do is bring that type of enthusiasm to the community, and then on top of it, build an organization. We have incredible staff, but we need to keep building that staff, and we need to keep training that staff. So I'm a big proponent on organizational structure. I'm a big proponent on professional development. We're working with our partners in the Mandel Center for Excellence on lay development, staff development. We're very focused on three things as a federation: donors, dollars, and leaders. It's not just about can you talk to somebody who is a mega philanthropist and bring them into the fold and have them make a large contribution. It's about that $100 donor that really wants to give their last $100 to the organization because they know it's going to be great.
Well, I want to tell you something.
Yeah.
Because I have a feeling of trust for you, I have a feeling of trust for the organization as well.
Thank you.
I want to thank you so much.
Thank you, Barbara.
It was a pleasure to listen to you.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.